Welcome to this instructional video. I'm a paramedic and an instructor. I will tell you how to help people in life-threatening emergencies. In Europe, there are about 700,000 sudden cardiac arrests every year. How to help a person who has suffered a cardiac arrest. I'll tell you. We start with our own safety. Check around the person if there isn't anything that would be dangerous to you. Next, you should put on the gloves, disposable gloves. Next, approach the person, shake their shoulders and ask what happened. Sir, open your eyes. We have to touch the person because there are people in our society who are deaf, handicapped, hearing impaired. If they open their eyes, we ask them what's happened. Why are you here? How can I help you? If they don't react in any way, that's a sign that we need to check with our vision, hearing, and touch if the person is breathing or not. How should we do that? First of all, we need to check if they are breathing with our vision, hearing, and touch. Approach the person, put one of your hands on their forehead, the other one on their chin. Next, tilt the head back. Next, with the use of 3 senses, sight, hearing, and touch, check for 10 seconds if the person is breathing or not. With our sight, we watch if the chest is moving. With our hearing, we hear them breathe in the air, and with our touch, we feel the air on our cheek. Do it for 10 seconds. If after 10 seconds the person's chest is not moving, we don't hear the air breathed out, and we don't feel the air on our cheek, that means that the person is not breathing. What to do? Contact emergency services immediately. If there is no one around, we can call the emergency services ourselves by dialing 999 or 112. Put the phone on speaker and we can talk to the dispatcher and also provide the help.
Włączamy telefon na zestaw głośno mówiący i możemy bezpośrednio rozmawiać z dyspozytorem, jak również możemy udzielać pomocy poszkodowanemu.
Uncover the person's chest. Next, place the palm of your hand in the middle of the chest, the middle of the sternum. Next, add your other hand. Wrap your hands together. Arms must be straight, outstretched, perpendicularly to the person's chest. Compress 30 times, press hard and fast. When it comes to the depth of the compressions, around 5 to 6 centimeters, and also 100 to 120 compressions per minute. After 30 compressions, move on to artificial ventilation. How to do that? First of all, we need to take care of our safety. So to provide artificial ventilation, use disposable masks. They can look like this, or a bit differently, like this. Put the mask on the person's face. Tilt their head back, put the mouthpiece in your mouth, breathe the air in until the chest moves up and then down. Next, quickly go back to chest compressions and still compress strong and fast.
Następnie szybciutko przechodzimy do uciśnięć klatki piersiowej i uciskamy też mocno i szybko.
Remember to minimize the breaks between chest compressions and the ventilation. Take a look at our dummy. If we compress the chest, the blood goes to the brain, so the most sensitive to hypoxia organ. If we do the chest compressions correctly, it has good blood supply, so its vital functions will be maintained. If we take long breaks between the compressions and the ventilation, then, take a look, the dummy doesn't light up. And at this moment brain cells die off. If we are doing cardiopulmonary resuscitation, we will need a defibrillator. The so-called AED, automated external defibrillator. Fortunately, there are more and more of them in our country. They're in public places and in situations like this. You can take them off the wall and follow the instructions to restore the person's heart rhythm.
zgodnie z jego poleceniami, po to, aby przywrócić czynność serca u osoby poszkodowanej. Tak
This is
wygląda
how a real
prawdziwy
defibrillator used in case of a cardiac arrest looks like. I'll show you how to use it properly with a training defibrillator. Turn the defibrillator on, like every electronic device, and wait for the voice prompts. The defibrillator will tell you what to do.
Na polecenia głosowe. Defibrylator powie nam, co powinniśmy po kolei zrobić.
Turn on the device. Remove pads from packaging and apply to patient's exposed chest. Apply pads to patient's exposed chest. Plug in pads next to flashing light. Do not touch patient. Analyzing heart rhythm. Shock advised. Loading. Move away from the patient. Deliver shock. Press orange button. Shock delivered. It is now safe to touch the patient. Start CPR. The defibrillator will walk us through the entire resuscitation, so we should always listen to its instructions. The defibrillator will check if shock is advised every 2 minutes. Perform resuscitation, chest compressions, until the ambulance arrives.